Pennsylvania, their Department of Agriculture issued a quarantine order last week restricting the movement of some domestic animals entering the state from affected areas. And just today, we got an update about New York State doing similar things.
That's right. In fact, we're joined by Richard Ball, the Commissioner of Agriculture and Markets for New York State. Richard, thank you so much for joining us on News 4 at 5:30.
My pleasure.
First, let's talk a little bit about Pennsylvania's actions, and then you all released your press release today saying the state is aware and it is readying itself. Pennsylvania put some restrictions in place. Can we expect similar restrictions here in New York State?
Yes, you can. And many states are doing the same things between here and New Mexico and Texas, of course. It's important for people to know that all the state departments of ag are talking about this several times a week. There's an association of state animal health control officials, which is our state veterinarian in New York, the Pennsylvania state veterinarian, and all across the state. They are talking every day about the same thing. So we're on the same page here, and we're all talking with USDA and the undersecretary at USDA with these responsibilities.
The beef industry and cattle industry, we know the cost of beef has already gone up over the past year. How could this potentially impact those prices even further?
You know, I think the biggest impact on beef prices has more to do with supply and demand. It has more to do with, some of the trade implications that are being contemplated by, the United States, Mexico, and Canada. I don't think this in and of itself is going to, it's just going to be one more pressure and that same cycle of pressure on pricing.
Which is already obviously raising those prices big time. Now, Richard, when we're talking about the movement of this parasite, the country has faced this before, and it has really been confined to the warmer climates. Is there any threat from the Agriculture Department's perspective of this thing making its way to New York? Rather, we'll see more indirect, perhaps, impacts rather than a direct impact because of our climate?
I think that's reasonable to assume, but we're not going to assume anything here. The last time the United States was impacted by this pest was in 1972. At that time, the pest did not get further north than Oklahoma. But today, with the movement of pets and animals and the casual way things can happen, we're watching this very closely. We're going to be very anxious to talk with all the state animal health control officials, all the state vets, all the commissioners of ag between all of us here in the United States. We're going to watch this very, very closely. We're also going to work with our industry partners, the beef industry here, and make sure that everybody's alert and knows what to look for.
We have a ton of cattle here in the Western New York area, a lot of farms. Do we import a lot in New York State from those southern states?
There is some movement of animals across the country, from feedlots, et cetera, and young stock being brought in. But it's very important for everyone to know that to move animals across interstate lines requires paperwork, veterinary inspections, et cetera. So there's not a direct line, I think, that we can't predict and be aware of.
Richard, you talked before about how the state is working through communicating with veterinarians and other agencies so that everyone is on the same page. I imagine that news trickles down to the level of the farmers, of course. What kinds of things are you hearing from them? Do we have beef farms across the state, and are they concerned? And if so, how are you guys addressing those concerns?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have a great beef industry in New York. It's growing. It's getting bigger every year. They're very good producers, and they're paying very close attention to this. And, of course, we're talking with them on a regular basis, making sure they're aware. And they're going to monitor this situation very closely as well.
This should have been my first question, but what exactly is this screwworm? How does it impact cattle?
Oh, boy. This is a hard one. I think people are familiar with, something on the side of the road and the maggots that can be laid by a fly there. This pest is particularly insidious in that it doesn't look for dead flesh. It looks for live flesh. So it's going to look for a wound on an animal, an open wound, something around the navel, and perhaps, lay an egg there, and then those larva will hatch out and feed on the flesh.
And that's definitely how it adds to the death of that animal, oftentimes, if left untreated. Richard Ball, that is all the time that we have here on News 4. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a really important issue, and it's great to hear that the state has its arms around it and is communicating these messages across the Empire State.
My pleasure. Thanks for having us on and helping us with this important message.
Commissioner, thank you.